Got it. Recording.
Nice.
Right, let's come back, guys. So, jab, cross, forward hammer, elbow. Jab, cross, hammer, front hammer, elbow. Yeah. Jab, cross, hammer.
Think about your form, guys. Don't worry too much about power. 1, 2, 3, 4. We alternate hands every time, yeah?
Yeah, opposite elbow, yeah. Switch arm every time.
That's how you know.
It's tired, isn't it? I don't even feel it. Fast as you can, guys. Fast as you can.
I'm going slow. I've got a bad chest today, so I'm taking it easy.
That's right. Ten more seconds.
For this one, Phil, it'd be good if we did a elbow, hammer, jab, cross.
So, elbow, hammer, jab, cross.
You're going with range, aren't you? So, elbow, hammer, jab, cross.
Okay. Elbow, hammer, jab, cross, guys, here. Elbow, hammer, jab, cross.
Left arm, elbow, right hammer, jab, cross.
Yeah, what's up? One second, guys. Elbow, back fist. Right there, in it, yeah?
Yeah.
Cross.
Nice.
Nine. Elbow,
man.
back fist.
1. Where are you going, Phil?
Oh, sorry.
You count them out?
You don't need to count it.
Yeah, you can do.
You count it. You do it if you want. You do it. You do it.
Pardon?
You do it.
You want me to do it? Okay. Right, so guard up. Get number 1, jab. Number 2, cross. Number 3 is kind of a knife hand or a hammer. This doesn't really matter to the support of the neck. So jab, 1, 2, 3. Grabbing the head. 4, elbow. 5, we're going to come back with a hammer. Boom. Grab all the meat of the shoulder. Headbutts. Then you're going to pull them down. Knee strike. Hammer. Elbow. Lift the arm and push. Okay? Going to get Ethan, I can show you on the human. Is that the sort of view? I can't see everybody.
Yeah.
Gallery view, right.
Well, then.
Darren, do you know this one?
I haven't done it before. But
You've not done it before, okay. So with 10 combatants in a chain, okay? And the idea is to overwhelm an opponent, right? So I'll see if I can borrow it and you can see it on a human, it'll be a bit easier. Okay, so okay, so the first one, okay, jab, cross. Okay, see how his head's going back. So the third one, grab the head. Okay, 4, elbow strike. Right past his body. Number 5, come back, hammer fist. Boom. Okay, 6, grab the shoulder and the arm. Okay, so grabbing the shoulder and the arm, head butts. Then we're going to bring your knee in, the ribs here, and underhook this arm. Hammer fist down the back, boom, elbow strike to the spine. One hand on the head, we're going to lift one hand up, with one down he goes. Okay? And with some posture, go straight down. So there you go, one more time. So what I'll do one more time for you. Number 1, jab, cross. Okay? Number 3, grab the head, hit the neck. Number 4, elbow strike. Number 5, hammer. Number 6, grab, knee strike. Okay? Number 7, hammer fist down. Number 8, elbow down. 9, lift the arm. 10, boom, down. Got it?
Yeah.
I know, yeah, we'll just go through it now. We'll learn it over the next few classes. Okay? Okay, so number 1, jab. Cross. Bear in mind now, think about your opponent. It's not actually there, but imagine your opponent. So jab, cross, the head's gone back. Step in, grab the head, and hit the neck at the same time with the side of your hand. Boom. Okay? Then pull the head in as you strike with an elbow. Now you're already preloaded, you sprung this way. You're going to come back, bang, straight into the side of the jaw. Boom. Okay? From here, open your hands up, grab them, pull them into a headbutt. And whilst they're already partly down, you're going to bring your knee up, boom, up into the ribs here. At this point, they're down like this, okay? So you want one hand to underhook their arm so they can't fall down. So you literally lift them up like that, okay? Look.
Okay.
You hit them on the back of the spine or the head, preferably the spine with a hammer fist, and drop your body weight. Boom. Okay? And because you've underhooked the arm, you can't hit the floor. Boom. Okay? And your elbow, drop it into the spine. That's lights out normally. And from here, we've got 1 or 2 things. We can either get the jaw, snap the neck, or put the hand on the back of the head, push down and lift up, which will cause them to rotate. Quite a difficult one to practice without another person with you, but we'll do the best we can. Okay, one more time. Jab, cross, think about your body rotation. Hits and hook. Number 3. Number 4, elbow strike. Number 5, hammer fist. 6, headbutt. 7, knee. 8, underhook and hammer. 9, elbow strike. And 10, push and rotate. And that'll take them down to the ground. From there we have an arm lock, etc. But we can't do that on Zoom so easy. Okay, so 1 to 10 again, a little bit faster. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, headbutt. 7, knee strike. 8, underhook and hammer. 9, elbow. 10, take down. Okay, well done. Okay, ready? On my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab. 6, headbutt. 7, knee strike. 8, underhook their arm. All the way down, hammer fist to spine. Number 9, elbow to spine. Number 10, push and rotate. Okay, one more time. Okay, so jab, cross, grab, elbow, hammer, headbutt, knee, underhook, hammer, elbow, rotate. Okay, so that is your end chain drill you'll see on your yellow belt syllabus and it's that part of the first test that we do, really, second, third. But this is just to teach us to get what we call, I think, called retsev. And retsev just means continual motion. Okay, so when you're practicing drills at home, rather than just randomly going, I'll punch and kick and do an uppercut, think about where your opponent is. So are they very close to you, in which case, which combatives are we going to use? If they're far off, which ones are we going to use, and so on. And that's your retsev. And which one flows nicely with the next one. So if you do a jab, then a cross is natural, because the same range, extra power in your cross. If somebody's very close to you, then an uppercut's good, an elbow's good, a nice sharp hammer fist, a palm, and so on. So do you want to go through some different ranges? Combative ranges. I'll start with close up and we'll move on.
Yeah, cool, yeah. All right.
Right. Okay, so if you've got somebody, if you've got somebody very, very close to you, and it could be that you've got very limited movement, your hands are trapped up here, for example, okay, then you've got a number of options. So assuming you've got your hands up, which we naturally do, as we do Krav Maga, we tend to keep our hands up. If you get pushed against the wall, get your hands up as soon as you possibly can, okay? So from here, close up, we've got uppercut. Now to do an uppercut, we're basically going from here. We're going to turn a hand in so our palms facing as we're making a fist, okay? Now this is not a big swing like this because you haven't got that movement. Somebody's right in your face, you squashed up tight maybe against the wall, and all we're going to do is we're going to push and punch at the same time. Mostly it's a push, okay? So we're going to push straight up under the chin and stretch your whole body up as if you're punching the sky, okay? Normally class I say punch the ceiling because I'm in my garden. It's the sky today. Okay, so turn your hand in, and we're going to punch straight up. Now the advantage this gives you is it creates a barrier between you and your attack. If you hit them right under the chin, you continue up, your head's behind your arm, slightly protected there, okay? And there, their head's gone up and it's gone backwards. So from here, it makes natural sense with retsev. You've turned up, your arm's already up, it's weighted. Just drop a hammer straight down top of the nose. Okay, so from here, up, boom. Okay. So if this hand's tied up, this one's free. Turn this way. So remember, it's not just about using your arm. It's about turning all your body. Just if I can point this out. You want to be here, and you want to be pushing up with all your body. Up on your toes and everything, all your body weight pushing through that chin, basically. Okay. So even if you've got a real big guy in front of you, you get them right under the chin and you push as hard as you can. The hit's enough because the hit will hurt the jaw, probably bite the tongue, hurt the teeth, jolt the brain. But the push is much more important because the push will rock the head back. And if a human's unbalanced, the only thing the brain can do is correct the balance before it can do anything else. Your brain will always override everything with balance. Okay, so you can get somebody to feel like they're off balance. They won't be able to hit you. First of all, they'll have to correct the balance. Okay, by which time you stretch straight up. Okay, they're off balance. As they come back to balance, hammer fist. Okay, and a hammer fist would hit them here on the nose or on the chin, preferably on top of the nose here. Okay? You don't need to be massively powerful because you've already gone all the way up. You took the chin out. You rock the head back. As you come down, boom. And hit them here, pretty much game over. So we'll practice that left and right, okay? I want you to think about not so much the power of your arm, forget that, that's fine. As long as you keep it rigid and then start to push up. It's more about the rotation of your body and thinking about rocking their head backwards, okay? That's uppercut, okay? So from here, we're going to turn, straight up and hammer. From here, hands close, no dropping, straight up. That's good. We're going to open the hand up, your fingers pointing kind of as if you're on your mobile phone type thing, is the best way I can describe it. I'm going to hit with this part of the palm here, okay? So again, a right angle in your arm. It could be you just don't want to hit somebody because they look like they've got, I don't know, you don't want blood on your knuckles or whatever, you don't want to catch anything. So, or you maybe if you're a lady, you don't want to break your nails, okay? Palm strikes are very effective. They're as effective as a fist, okay? In fact, I prefer them. Okay, so from here, you're going to turn and hit. And it's not a big hit and push, it can be, but preferably it's a small hit just past centre line. Okay? So you're moving ahead to one side, and then you're going to engage the second one, pushing through. Okay, so from here, There, push, push. You notice I'm using my body rotation. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Here, 1, 2, 1, 2. Try and keep this arm in an angle. Rather than stretch out, just try and go there and keep it at an angle. That'll do enough damage. Okay, and then from there, this one pushes right through. So. Okay, another one close up. John, have you any suggestions for close up?
Close up.
Yeah. As in somebody right in your face.
Face. Probably perhaps a backhammer fist to the nose.
Yeah.
Or possibly a round elbow strike. Straight elbow strike.
Good, yeah. Yeah, elbow's good.
What else is there? What about a throat strike? Like a,
what, sorry? The throat strike's good, yeah. Yeah, if you've got enough range. I mean, throat strike can be kind of short range or medium range or even long range. You can reach with it quite a bit. Yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
Knife hands to neck.
Knife hands, good, okay. Right, so we'll go through a few more then, because it is quite a useful thing to know, and knowing which combative strike to use in which situation. So far we've covered hooks, hook palms, and uppercuts. So deciding on which angle, whether we're coming up from underneath or we're coming from the side. Okay. As John rightly said, then we've got to think about maybe centre line strikes. So the most vulnerable part of your body is down the middle, basically. Okay, so you've got your throat, your chin's quite vulnerable, your nose, your eyes, top of the skull here, anywhere down the centre, the groin, solar plexus, and so on. Okay, so any strikes that hit there are going to be the most effective. Now, when someone's very close up to you, these are the easiest things to get to because they've literally given you the body. Okay, so we'll start with open hand strikes. I'll give Darren a chance to get his camera sorted. I'll come back. Right, so let's start with open hand strike. Let's think about your hands are up. Okay, you haven't got much time. You want to get out of the space. Okay, so first of all, let's work our way down the body. So you've got eyes to start with. So your hands are open. Just a quick strike to the eyes is good enough, okay? And in most cases, if any of you have ever been put in the eye of your kid or your grandkid, it hurts, doesn't it? Or you get a pencil in your eye or something. So it doesn't take a lot of power. You don't need to be gouging somebody's eyes out. It's just literally just a very quick strike. It's enough, okay? So from here, your hands are up. Don't need trouble. Boom. Okay, nice and quick. Just a quick flick. Okay, that's all you need. Either hand's fine, okay? And it's enough to cause a distraction so you can then carry on with a palm strike or an uppercut. So it's a very good thing to have in your toolbox, shall we say, okay? So I'll come back here a little bit. So hands up, and literally, I don't want any trouble kind of thing. Your hands are covering your face, straight in. Okay, that's all you're doing. If you have your hands slightly cupped like this, if you can see it or not, slightly cut, and all you're going to do is just basically just that, okay? And that'll cause, if nothing else, even if not pain, it'll cause a flinch reaction, which again, your body will automatically react to protecting your eyes as it does with balance, which gives you time to then use another combat. Okay. So then moving lower down, okay, so let's say our hands are up, I'm going to the nose, okay? Obviously, fingers to the nose is no good, but if you did that to the eyes and then literally turn the hand back, you've immediately got a palm strike right under the nose. So eyes, nose, boom. That wouldn't take very long. So here, boom, boom. Okay, that's going to shut their eyes down for a split second. The nose strike will make their eyes water, and they'll give you probably more than a couple of seconds to do whatever you want from that point. So you're taking a very close situation where you're trapped into one where you're opened up and people can say, oh, people you can't think, they can't see, they can't think. Okay. Next stage from there, you want to avoid the mouth if you can for hygiene reasons. Okay, so eyes, nose. Okay, and as John rightly said, from here then we've got the throat. Now just above your your collarbone here, there's a gap where your Adam's apple goes in. It's called a suprasternal notch. Okay, you just put your finger slightly here, you'll see that it's quite an uncomfortable thing. Okay, you're always going to know where this is. If you know where someone's head is, you only have to come down an inch or two and you're going to find it. So if you can just put your hand on somebody's chest and you'll find that bone structure there, you'll know there's a soft point. It doesn't matter how big the guy is, how muscular he is, how crazy he is, that will take him down. Okay, so all you're going to do here is literally put your hand on the chest. Okay, so here. So you kind of a push. So let's say you're right against the wall and you put your hand on someone's chest. Even if it's in the dark, you can't see. If you can feel someone's chest, you can find this part. Okay, and all you're going to do then is rock your fingers in to the notch and push down. Okay, so there, push down. So you're literally grabbing as if you're like hooking in, and you're going to pull down on it. Okay, so just within this space here now, with just one hand, okay, we've got an eye strike, a nose strike, and dropping down to a throat strike without any using any strength. You could be exhausted, it doesn't matter. The man is that, and that. Okay, rest enough. This will work as a distraction. The eye strike, the nose strike will work as another distraction. Won't do too much damage. The throat will. John's disappeared, I think. Oh, hi, John.
Okay.
The throat will buy you some space. Okay, so again, think about Rhett said. So you move the head back. The throat's going to bring the body down, but it's not going to disable your attacker. Okay. So once you've got some control and got some space and you've got the advantage of the fight because you're in control, you can get the other person to a point where they're thinking about their eyes or their nose or they're trying to get the breath back, then you can use your combatives. Okay. So if you feel then it then warrants it, if you haven't backed off, then we go into, as John rightly said, we then go into strikes such as elbow strikes, hammer fists, etc. So off the get-go, if you've got some drunk in a club that's pinned you against the wall and you think, oh, he's just leathered, yeah, okay, that or the throat is enough to make them think twice and walk away. Okay, if that's not the case, so we've done here, we tried the throat, it's not working, the hands are still up. The next one's either an elbow strike or a hammer fist straight in. Now, hammer needs to hit here on the nose, preferably, or on the jaw, but preferably the nose, keep away from the mouth then, okay? So eyes, nose, throat, hammer, okay? If the hammer is not enough, elbow, okay? And an elbow needs to be coming across the jawbone, bottom of the jawbone, or across the eye socket, okay? So we'll go through those 5. So, eyes, nose, drop down. That's palm on chest and then fingers into the throat and pull. So we're literally doing push and then pull, push and pull. Okay. If that's not enough, do a hammer. Now a hammer we don't want to be swinging at all. We're just literally from here, just that, nothing more than that. Okay. As it suggests, it's a hammer. So imagine your hand as a hammer. And believe me, I've had a few of these on the nose. That's all it takes. Okay. There. Okay. That's enough to shut the eyes down and make somebody move backwards, cause quite a lot of pain. You can easily break the nose from here. And again, we're not just using the arm, we're going to rotate the shoulder in a little bit as well. Okay, eyes, nose, throat, hammer. Okay, if that's not enough, then we go to elbows. So an elbow strike, literally your elbow should be pointed straight into your nose. So here. Notice my other hand's got protecting my face so I can block. If I can get my hand there, that is. Okay. So we've done uppercut, hooks, eyes, palm strike to nose, palm strike to the side of the chin, throat. Again, we call that the suprasternal notch. Okay. Elbow strike, and a straightforward hammer strike. So we've got quite a few ways of getting out of a very tight spot there. Okay, any questions on that? Again, it all depends on where your hands are. So what if your hands are down? Okay, you can't get anywhere near the head. Okay, I wouldn't really advocate a headbutt. They're all right, but they're like only if it's the only thing you've got, kind of thing. Because if you don't get them right, then often you can knock yourself out. So unless you hit, I'll just explain headbutting quickly. So anywhere above your eyes to anywhere below somebody else's eyes, is effective. But if you end up plonking the top of their head with your head, you're going to go to sleep probably as quick as they are. Okay, so we'll try and restrain headbutts until you actually absolutely need them. Okay, if your hands are low down, okay, and someone's right in front of you, then I've got a couple of options. One is groin strike. Okay, straight in. Okay, or with the side of your hand. Okay, so literally from here. Yeah, if you can turn your body all the better. An open hand is better than a fist. Okay, so if you can go, to see what you see, if you can just do that, like a flick kind of thing, that'll do a lot more damage from kind of underneath. Sorry for this graphic. But, okay, so from there, literally, your hands are down. You can usually get there. Yeah, even if your arms are pinned into your side, if this part of your arm's free, then you've got to go and strike. Okay. If you haven't got your hands free and they're stuck, okay, wall, knee strike. Very unlikely somebody will have your legs and your arms pinned. Okay? So you're going to have a groin strike from your knee. Okay? So hands are low down. You can either go here, boom, or here. Okay, so let's practice some of these. We'll start again from the top. So we'll go with eyes, nose, throat, hammer to nose, elbow strike. Okay, hands down by your side, groin. If your hands are tied at the top, move your body, groin strike, with a drop there. If you haven't got your hands free, maybe behind your back. You've got a knee strike to the groin. Okay, and also if you've got a knee strike, you're probably very likely got a stomp as well. So if someone's stood in front of you, you've done a knee strike, you're going to start coming down towards you. So quite a useful thing to do is just literally just stamp on the foot. Okay, so that's quite a useful one as well. So from here, you've got groin, knee, and a stamp. Okay, so again, we're going pretty much centre line again. And one more useful one, very quite surprising what people don't think about, is people always think about hitting the head or hitting, or how big is this guy, what have they got, what are they holding, etc. Quite a simple one is literally just to, I'll bring my foot up, is to literally kick here, just at the front of the ankle joint. Okay, so if you can kick somebody very sharply in there, quite often it'll buckle the leg, it'll drop, okay? But at the very least, it'll distract the brain because they're balancing on those feet. So again, we have to always correct the balance, yeah? So literally just kicking somebody nice and low in the ankle while they're looking at your face will distract their attention down to their own foot, okay? At which point you can then do whatever combative strike you want whilst they're looking down at the feet. It won't be a split second, but you're orchestrating this. So you do the kick to the ankle, you drop the head, boom, done, okay? Or any other strike you feel fit. Done. Have you any other things we can do close up?
Yes.
Think about, you mentioned knife hands, didn't you?
Yeah, knife hands.
Would you like to demonstrate it, everybody?
Yeah, so perhaps again, if the hands are close up, possibly just a quick knife hand to the neck, side of the neck. Like that.
Yeah, so like John said, so knife hand is kind of, you're using, it's part of your hands, John, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're aiming for the carotid artery in the neck here. Okay. And again, like John said, it's not a big chopping motion. You can do if you've got that range fine. Yeah? But preferably, it's as if you're just serving somebody a plate. Just think about that. So your hands are here, and you're literally just going straight forward like this. Okay. Slight angle. And the idea is that you hit and kind of skim off the side of the neck with this part of your hand. Just there, boom. Okay. And what that'll do is temporarily cut the blood supply off to your brain for just a split second. It won't kill you, but what it will do is it'll shut the brain down for a split second, give you a chance to get out of the way or use another combative. Quite often people just drop to the floor and then wake straight back up again. And here you're looking at rotating your body if you can, and you're hitting the neck, like skimming off it sort of thing, just there. I'll do it stood up. So again, from here, just Hands.
What? Okay.
Okay. Not that I'm throwing too much at you, I'm just waffling on. It's my first online class, so please bear with me. Right, so another one. Okay, so people's torso. Yeah, generally, if someone's grabbing you, they're grabbing your throat, they're pinning your shoulders, they're holding your arms at the top generally. If they're grabbing your wrist, then we know that's an easy one to get out, so we can cover that later. But if your hands are free but they're not up in the air, okay, you've generally got somebody's torso in front of you. Okay, so if you just do this with your hand, okay, with your thumb sticking out, your thumb knuckle sticking out, okay. Imagine your hands are down by your side. These two, both hands, and literally just lift your hands up under the bottom floating rib. Okay, so if you feel your own rib, the bottom rib, how sensitive that is. If you can get a knuckle into there, just try tapping your own ribs, you'll see how effective that is. Yeah. So if somebody's right in front and your hands are down, make a quick knuckle like that, boom, straight in. You're literally hitting both sides of the rib. And the reason we hit the bottom one is because your diaphragm's attached across there. So if you shock that rib, it'll stop your attacker breathing for a few seconds. So again, like balance, your brain's more focused on starting your breathing again and carrying on with the altercation that you're in. So it'll shut your attacker down for long enough, and you've got a multitude of different things you can do now. So you've taken the ribs out, they can't breathe. Bring your hand up to the throat. Again, same thing. You've got an uppercut under the chin, hammer fist, eye strikes, nose. Throat strike in a second. Groin strike. So you've got a ton of places that you can get somebody right in your face away from you. Okay, and you can decide the severity, whether it's a quick poke in the eye, not doing any harm, or something very severe. So we'll go through them all again in a minute. Everything.
Ian.
There's another one under John. Throat strike. Yeah. So
Yeah. Ian.
Yes, John.
Sorry, got another suggestion. I've just thought of it now.
Yeah.
One that Ken showed us a while ago. It was strikes at the side of the head. So it was a big, almost like a clap, like right against the ears.
That's right.
Like repeatedly. That was a good one. I thought it did a while ago.
Yes. So what John said is it's basically making a cup with your hand, and it's not so much the striking; it's more the air pocket that you're creating here. And if you can whack someone on the side of the ears, it pushes air down into the ears and causes a lot of dizziness and confusion. So even if you can't get a big swing in, just a quick, and you can also offset it as well. So one can hit the neck, across the artery, and one hits the ear. So kind of an offset strike. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't really matter. So if your hands are up to here, you can literally turn one to hit the ear, one to hit the neck, both to hit the ear. Vice versa, doesn't really matter. This way. Okay. And actually, the idea is you just cup with your hands and just hit the ear, and the shock of the pressure going in, it'll just wobble the head a little bit. And that can be a soft strike. It can be enough to put somebody off. To say to them, look, I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone. Yeah. So nice, quick, boom, done. And then your hands back up again. And if the person's daft enough not to think, he knows what he's doing, we'll leave him alone. Then you can carry on with your eye, your nose, your throat, elbow, hammer, uppercut. There's lots of things you can do. Okay. And then I think the last one that I can think of right now anyway is a throat strike. So you can use your hands and straight into the Adam's apple, as opposed to here, into the notch, a little higher up. Okay. But what's more effective and gives you more pushing power is to have your hand like this. Okay. The only tricky side to this is that you can quite easily catch your thumb and bend your thumb back. And I'm sure Phil will agree that years ago when we used to train this, how many times did you hurt your thumb, Phil?
Quite a few times. Yeah.
Okay, so the idea is when you're hitting like this is have your thumb across the line of your body. That makes sense. So you kind of rotate outwards like this and then into the throat. What you don't want to do is come straight up with your thumb leading because you will end up just catching your thumb and then hurting your own hand. So as if you're doing like a knife hand to the neck, but instead you're going to come forward, and just before you normally strike with your fingers, just turn your hand slightly to the side and hit this part into the throat. Okay? By doing that, you can then hit and then push right back. So you take the throat, stop some breathing, and then push all the way back and stretch your arm out. That makes sense. So try and do it. You can see me here, right out. So there, so you start short range, in like this, turning, and then pushing and rotating your body to push. Let's practice that for a minute.
Yeah, so I'm on to fill up a few minutes.
Okay, I've just thought of one more that's quite useful. It's not. It's used at different ranges, but it can be used. Okay, so down your leg here. Okay, you've got to stand. Run from your knee to your hip. Okay, and it's called your iliotibial band. Okay, so when we do a side, okay, we aim for this band. So the idea is not so much to kick somebody in the leg; it's more to hit the band here. Okay, and drive the force down through it. Okay, if you get hit on that muscle, that band down there, if you get hit hard enough, it'll collapse your leg, and you can be out of action for weeks with it. And the way we do it is to basically hit with the front of the shin, okay, with our toes kind of bent towards your body. So from here, kicking this part of the leg here, down into this part of the thigh. Now, normally that's quite a range kick. So if somebody's very, very close to you, you can just lift your leg up and drop the weight of your shin down through that band. So if you grab it here and you've got a bit of leg space. Now, finding a perfect range there is not going to be easy. So the worst that will happen is your leg, you take your shin bone down the front of their leg, so across here, even if you miss the iliotibial band, the weight of your shin will push down the knee, force them to go backwards. So again, you're buying yourself a little bit of space from somebody close up. Okay, so just think about bringing your leg up here, and just drop it. Not a kick, not bothering doing all this. You're just going to come up, push down. Good. Up, there. Good. I'll put pressure down on the leg, or it'll hit the iliotibial band. You can use it as combatives. You've got knee with your legs, you've got knee strap to the groin, foot stamp, going down to the thigh. See it there. Okay. Also, in one more, we said right, kick to the bottom of the ankle. Preferably to the opposite leg, to the opposite foot, so you get a little bit of range to kick them. Okay. So, do you want me to go through them all again, just top to bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, one more time. Go for it, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So again, please remember this is somebody. This is somebody right very close up to you. Okay. So first of all, we've got fingers into the eyes, quick movement, which is a distraction. Your hands open now. You've got a palm strike under the nose. Again, always try and engage your body. Don't rely on your hands. So quick palm strike there. Okay. You can go to the jaw if you want to. Turn it, do a palm strike, like a hook punch. Yeah. To the jaw. You can make a fist. Again, right angle on the arm, like a stick between the elbow and the shoulder. Turn and hit. Yeah. From here, we can push up. If we want to, we add a hammer fist, so up, hammer. Hammer. Okay. Here, hands are open, we can just go straight to hammer. Downside, hands are open still. Quick cup to the ears. Quick slap there. You can offset this. You can hit one ear in the neck. Nice bit. Elbow. Okay. Then we're going to move down to throat strikes. Sorry, we've got palms, obviously. Up palms, palms. Go down to a throat strike, which is the suprasternal knot here. In, so hands flat on the chest, fingers dig in behind the bone of the collarbone, and we pull. Okay. Next, we've got the open hand throat strike. So again, lead with the fingers, not the thumb. Either hand's fine. Okay, we've got left knife hands. Okay, so outer edge of your hand, as if you're serving a plate, and we're going to the carotid artery. So here. Again, we're rotating the body. Okay. Like I said, I've not put headbutt into this because I think it's kind of a thing of last resort. Okay, so what else have we got? Okay, so we've done the throat, all angles, we've done the jaw, uppercuts, hammer fist, eyes and nose. Right, so hands are down by your side. Okay, so make thumb knuckles sticking out. And if you can drop as well at the same time, just there into the ribs. You want to come up and under into the ribs. This is something you'll recognise from a front bear hug defence, where your hands are caught, so you come up and go here. Okay. Next one, keep the knuckle if you want to, or open hands better. Groin strike. Okay. Sticking your feet to the groin. Strike. So again, hands down or up, it doesn't matter. There's one thing I will say on the knee strike is always try and point your toe down to the floor. If you have your foot up, you can see me not. If you have your foot up, you can't. Can you? If your foot's like this, you have a good chance of catching your toe on your opponent. So the best thing to do is point your toe down. Okay. Then finally, we've got foot stomp or ankle kick. So from here, or and the last one was to bring up the leg into the shin. So up and drop. And there's no kicking involved, it's literally up and drop onto the shin. Here. So we can put these together then into a drop, stomp, groin, elbow, for example. Or we could do a uppercut, hammer, palm strike, uppercut, hammer, throat. So have a think about maybe putting some of them together now. Phil, do you want to put some of them together into a little bit of a drill?
Yeah, I've got about 5 minutes. I need to go.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm going to go in a few minutes.
Okay. So we're just going to do a drill, yeah? Just four moves.
Pick maybe 2 or 3 will be enough, yeah, because we're talking about making space, yeah. Maybe think about where your arms are. Maybe, I don't know, maybe John, you tell us where your arms are, and Phil, you come up with a solution.
Okay, yeah, go for it. And I'll think of a sequence.
Your arms. Okay, so they're down by the side.
Okay. Are they usable or not?
Yeah, they're usable. I'd say
Usable.
thinking,
Okay.
but because the low down pats with the 2 thumb strikes come to ribs first. And then from there,
think about if you've just done the ribs in, where's the body going to go? So in there, they're going to start to drop, aren't they?
good drop down. I was thinking that's an elbow strike up to chin.
Yeah, maybe an uppercut.
And then coming all uppercut, even uppercut. Then
Thinking about your hands are already there and they're already in a fist, aren't they? So it's quicker just to turn and uppercut.
Yeah, so
That makes sense, yeah.
straight up, yeah.
In, uppercut, yeah. And then from there, maybe knee strike, because the head's going to be down at that point, isn't it? Bill, do you want to knock one together?
Yeah, no worries, yeah. So, hands are here. Your hands are there. So you're going to go close, you're going to go for the ears, first of all.
Okay.
You're going to drop a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you're going to come in, probably again with your knee strike. And then straight to hammer fist.
Okay. And then what? Then a hammer. Okay.
Yeah. So,
fingers, knee, hammer, yeah?
the hands, they're ready, are they? So,
Knee, hammer, yep. You could pull them down like hits and boom, then you pull. And grab the ears. Cut, grab, knee.
Yes.
Aaron, do you want to try and put one together?
Aaron?
Darren, do you want to try and put one together?
Yeah.
Just any combination of them, basically. Just think about what your attacker is and where, if your hands are free or not, and kind of where they would go after you strike. Yeah. So after your first strike, where would the body land? What would happen with them? Yeah? And what would follow up next? That's the essence of Rex, basically. Okay.
Your hands down by your side.
Okay.
We'll go for the thumb rib pressure point.
Okay. Yep.
They're going to drop a bit. We're going to follow up with the uppercut.
Okay. Which is going to stretch them right back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then hammer fist to. When we've gone back, then we're going to strike to the cheekbone, perhaps.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So we go ribs first. Yeah. Then we're doing what, an uppercut?
Yeah.
Okay, so ribs, uppercut, and then hammer. Or hammer into the neck, you're saying, yeah? So rib,
Yeah.
uppercut, hammer. Okay, try that. Rib, uppercut, hammer.
Just like a shock treatment sort of thing.
Pardon?
It's like a quick shock ballistics type of attack, basically.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Good.
Yeah.
That's good. Eleanor, have you got anything for us? Very quiet.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go for the eyes, the palm strike, the hammer fist, and the elbow.
Okay, so eyes, palm strike, hammer fist, elbow. Okay. So
yeah. Palm straight to the nose. The nose
eyes,
one.
palm. Yeah. Hammer fists.
Yeah, and the elbow.
Elbow. That's a good one. Yeah. Okay. So here, very close. Eyes moves them. Palm moves them more. And what we're doing again? Sorry.
Hammer fist.
That moves them even more.
And then if they're still there, elbow.
Okay. And if not, you've made yourself some space and protection, haven't you? Yeah, that's good. Okay. So eyes, palm. Yeah.
Yep.
Hammer. Elbow. A more likely position that would end up would be eyes, nose, elbow, hammer after. Yeah,
Okay.
You've got a little bit more range. Yeah. The chances are your elbow's not on back, and you can step in with a hammer. But either way, it's fine. Have we got anybody else left? I've got 5 people on screen. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's enough for me for today. You happy enough, guys? Yeah.
Yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, good, man.
Is that the kind of class you want? Or I don't know if you want fitness classes or
No, spot on that.
a bit of everything.
Spot on.
With Krav classes.
Pardon, John?
Yeah, I'm happy with the Krav classes, like combos and.
Right, okay. There's not much we can do, is there? Because we've got no people to train with, but it's at least when we get back, we'll have quite a good knowledge of exactly how we should be punching and so on. So if on the classes, I'll go into detail about how exactly your fist should be when you're punching and how your palm should be if you do a palm strike and so on. That work, yeah.
Yes,
so-
yeah, brilliant.
work on that, and then maybe you guys practice in your own time, putting some drills together. But always think about when you've hit someone, where they're likely to have gone, because there's no point doing a big front kick and then trying to do an elbow strike, because they're not going to be there. They're going to be miles away, aren't they? So to think about the body positioning. I've just kicked him in the groin. They're probably going to buckle down. So maybe the next three to hit, or I can grab the rears and do a knee strike, whatever. I don't know. Just think it through in your mind, yeah. Without being too obsessive about it, but it's a good way of training. So, anyway, thanks for joining in, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Liam.
Appreciate that.
Cool.
Nice to see you again, Eleanor.
Cheers, and to you.
And you, Darren.
Cheers, Ian. Thanks. We've got that, mate.
All right, thank you. Right, so we'll see you Tuesday night, yeah?
Yeah, cheers.
8 o'clock if you can, yeah? All right, guys.
Yeah.
If you want me
Be
to
there.
do anything, just put a message on the WhatsApp group. If you want to cover anything specifically, and we'll do that. Okay.